AO just dropped in State of Survival. That means another sleepless night for me, because we have some testing to do. Before we start the video, I already want to apologize for butchering her name. There is literally nothing better than YouTube comments slamming you for your pronunciation. In today's video, we are testing how AO holds up against other hunter heroes. If you are looking for a breakdown on her skills, you can check out my previous video on AO. I will link that video down below. Keep in mind that this video will only focus on attack. For garrisoning, more additional testing is required. Her gun is literally bigger than my future, but don't let looks fool you. It is time to start testing. On Gen 1, AO had to go up against Mikoto. Daryl is not available in those states anymore, and we know from previous testing that Mikoto is better than Lucky. AO outperformed Mikoto, but it was pretty close, so that might give us a first indication that AO is better than Mikoto. Gen 2 is the exact same situation as Gen 1, and also on Gen 2 AO takes the crown. Gen 3's Zoe is actually a better hero than Mikoto, so on this gen AO has to go up against Zoe. Zoe outperforms AO, so this is actually the first generation where AO ain't the best. The original Gen 4 hero Tyler is a bad hero and is usually resonated to Mikoto. We know that AO performs better than Mikoto. In theory, that would mean that AO is also the best option on Gen 4, and our testing results confirm that statement. So also on Gen 4, AO is the best option. This is where stuff gets interesting. Gen 5's Roxy is a pretty good hero, so let's see if she outperforms AO. And that is exactly what she does. From previous testing, we also know that Roxy outperforms Luca, so also on Gen 6, Roxy takes the crown. Before we start talking about Gen 7 and upwards, I want to take a second to talk about today's video sponsor. Paxify gives State of Survival players the chance to spend less in-game. If you want to save up to 25% on in-game bundles, you should seriously check out the link down below. And this way you can get AO for a cheaper price. Gen 7's GRIMM is a pretty bad hero, and if you don't have Daryl, you should use Mikoto. Now, how does AO hold up against Mikoto and GRIMM on Gen 7? AO beats both heroes, so she is the go-to hunter hero for Gen 7. I am a big fan of Gen 8's Tina, so I'm curious if AO will beat her. And if I'm correct, these are the latest states that have Daryl. Daryl versus Tina is no competition. Tina is miles better. Tina is a better hunter hero than AO, so on Gen 8 you can stick with Tina. On Gen 9 we know that Daryl doesn't outperform Arthur, and neither does AO. For Gen 9 you can stick with Arthur. Gen 10 is a very similar generation to Gen 8. He is better than Mikoto and Daryl, and actually also better than AO. Gen 10 states you can simply stick to Connor. Gen 11 might be the worst generation that State of Survival has ever witnessed, and hunter hero Scope is no exception to that rule. Scope is better than Mikoto but worse than Daryl. AO is a better option than Scope, but if you have Daryl, Daryl will outperform AO. Gen 12 is the last generation in State of Survival as of yet. Cody is a very mediocre hunter hero. In normal PvP situations, I prefer Daryl over Cody, but AO didn't beat Cody, so on Gen 12 you should stick with Daryl. A short summary. I think it's quite clear that Daryl is still the best resonating hunter hero, followed by AO on the second spot, and very closely after Mikoto. I want to stress that the differences between Mikoto and AO were extremely close, and that it's totally up to you if you want to spend on AO. She won't give you massive benefits in battle, is definitely not a fantastic hunter hero, but she is overall slightly better than Mikoto. Anyways, I hope this video helped you to make a right choice on whether you should spend on AO or not. If you did enjoy the video, slap like, and I'll see you soon for new updates on AO. Thank you for watching, and bye!